Hello everyone, good day, welcome to my channel. I made a video and this is a guide, somewhat a tutorial to one of my product listing in Etsy. Particularly, this is the 40-ounce tumbler video mockup. Some features of this tumbler is, we can change the design of the tumbler, we can change the color of the handle and the body, we can add some elements like plastic straw or metal straw, and then you can adjust the tumbler's glossiness, occlusion, and some shadows. We can add some backgrounds too. And lastly, I'll teach you on how to render and output your file. Thank you so much for the people who bought my product listing and giving me reviews. Thank you very much. This means a lot to me. With all of that out of the way, let's dive into the tutorial. Let's start. And we have the layers panel. We have a blank background and no text or design in our mug. How do we add some graphic design in the upper part of our tumbler? In the layers panel, go to this folder, expand this layer to put your design. You will see sub-layer, top design, keep hidden, and bottom design, keep hidden. Since we are trying to put some design in the upper part of the tumbler, go to the top design, keep hidden, double click it. You are now in the second tab. The second tab is only for the animation data of the tumbler, so we don't have to worry about this. The layers panel, go to click to proceed. Now you are on the third tab. This is where you can add your text, add your design, you can add layers to your design. To add your design here, go to File, Place Embedded, go to the folder where you save your design. Sample, I'll use this one. Click Place. You need to resize your text or design like this or whatever you want. Then if you are done, you can either check this check button or click Done. How to save our design? There are two ways. Either you go to File, Save, and close the third tab, or the other way is directly click the X button and click Save or Yes. Now, in the timeline, you can see all the faces of your tumbler by rotating, scrolling your timeline. Now to save our image, it's simple. Just go or close the third tab, save the changes, click Yes. You'll go to the second tab, close the tab, click Yes. And voila! We have now our design in the upper part of our mug. In order to see the 360 view of the mug, go to the timeline and scroll. You see, isn't it great? Now to the bottom part, let's add our design. Go to this layer, bottom design, same procedure, second tab, in the layers panel, click this to proceed. Now we are in the third tab, go to file, place embedded. I'll choose a different design. I'll choose Luffy, put this on the side, okay. Then another design, place embedded. I'll choose this Detective Conan, I think. Scale, click done, save it, close third tab, close second tab, and there you go. Timeline again, and you see your design below. Now we want to add straw to our tumbler. Now we can add straw to our tumbler. I just have to zoom it so we can see it clearly. Go to the miscellaneous plastic metal straw folder, expand it, and go to the straws plastic group on and off, expand it, and you can select whether you want a straw metal or a plastic metal plastic. I'll choose the metal one. Another element or thing that most tumbler has is you can add part of the tumbler. I call the stainless part here. You have now your metal straw and you have your stainless, I don't know what to call this, neck or something, but most tumbler has this metal ring. Another feature of this mockup is if you think our mockup is too shiny, you could go to this folder, this close that one, go to the passes AO gloss folder, expand that one, and in the gloss layer you can either adjust the glossiness by subtracting, decreasing the opacity, like this one. You see, less glossy and more glossy. You can also adjust your glossiness by changing our blending modes to screen, color dodge, or whatever you prefer. I think the best one for this is the screen. And the other one is you can adjust our occlusion. Occlusion is when two objects are very close to each other, they cast a small shadow. Look at this one part here. If I turn off the occlusion, then the shadow here and in tight spaces are somewhat not realistic. So when I turn this on, you have a shadow casting to tight spaces like this one. Try focus your attention here. If I turn off the EOPass, it's all bright, it's all well lit, and if I turn this on, you see there's a little bit of shadow casting here. Also, you can increase the opacity. Increase the opacity of the occlusion to more dark to a darker one. This is a subtle feature, but this help brings make it more realistic. Now, if you want to change the color of the body and the handle, we go to this folder, 40 ounce Tumbler Mockup Design Body. Here's the folder handle color group, expand it, and you see there are two ways of changing the color of that. One way is the old way where you change your foreground color, and the second way is you using an effects. Okay, let's try the first way or the old way. This layer here adjusts color handle. Turn this on. You see the foreground here is foreground color here is red. So let's change our foreground color. Double click this one and please change it to blue. Okay, the disadvantage of this, guys, is that it's not real time. So let's proceed. The foreground color is blue and it's not here yet. Click this again, the adjust color handle, and go to edit, fill, foreground color. Okay, so it's now blue. Also, you can adjust the blending mode of that if you don't like it. The color burn, multiply, it's up to you. Let's try it again. Let's change our foreground color to, let's go to pink, this color. Then edit, fill your foreground color to this color, pink. Okay, it's now this color. The other way is you can unhide this layer. Under the layer handle pass, there is an effect, text, and a color overlay. Unhide this and you see color appear. Double click this color overlay. And let me repeat it again. Under this layer, the effect, you unhide it, and if you want to change color, go to color overlay, double click this one, then a layer style will appear. You can choose in real time your color. I think this is much intuitive because you can see the color in real time. Click OK. If you want to use the old way, just disable the effects and open your layer, this one. That's how to change the color of the handle. Same procedure in changing the color of the body. Let's find under the 40 ounce Tumbler Mockup Design, this is the handle color. Go to the body color group. I prefer the new way by using an overlay. Turn on your effects, go to overlay, then change the color of the body to whatever you want. Now let's go to the shadows. You see a shadow here. If you think that the shadow is not dark enough, let's go to our shadow folder, the shadow pass group, expand it. You can copy your shadow, drag it here to duplicate, and now see two shadows, it's getting darker. You can add or duplicate as many as you want to your desire, and that's a dark shadow. Now let's add some background. In the BG group folder, expand it, choose the top layer and go to file, place embedded. I choose this one, place. Okay, here's our background, and you can scale it uniformly until it reach borders on the side. Okay, and adjust it. It's up to you. If you see the shadow are not dark enough here, like the shadow from the background, you can go to your shadow, blends well with the background. For the final part, now let's make a video or render our video mockup. To render our video mockup is go to this button, just click this render. A render video will appear. Name your project, select the folder where you want to save, select folder. This is the most optimized settings here. I never changed this one. And Work area is the timeline between 0 frame to the last frame, or 249, the work area. You can also edit your frame by changing this end frame from 0 to 119. Then click render, and you will see this window, a progress window. It takes about a while for my PC because I have no video card. It's built in the CPU, so it may take for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now let's view our rendered video. This is the folder where I save. Double clicking it. Here, oh, we have no background. And oh, there's the background. We made a mistake, guys, so let's troubleshoot. When we render our video, there is a background. But what is the problem? The problem is when we added our background, let's troubleshoot it. Let's go to the timeline. This is the name of our background. Here's sitting on a wooden table, sitting on a wooden table. As you can see, we did not stretch our background to time 0, frame 0, and the last frame 409. So that is the reason that we see a blank or black background. So be mindful, guys, that adding any background images, you have to go to the timeline and adjust it to frame 0, this one, and frame to the last frame. Another example. Another example. Okay, let's add another background. Let's go to File, Place Embedded. I want this background. Place. Turn off our old background. Then we scale our new background. Here's the one. Let's look at our timeline. You see, our timeline based on the current cursor, it's start with our current cursor. So one way is you just stretch your background image to frame 0, or start at frame 0 and end to the last frame. So when you render this video, I guess there will be no problem anymore. Now for some tips. What if you want to render 3 tumbler in one scene? And if you're a guy that always changing your mind, always changing your background and such, rendering in Photoshop directly is a bit slow. In my case, my PC is so slow, rendering one scene takes about 15 minutes. So my solution is we render our mockup in green screen. A free editing software can chroma key a green screen video and let you change your background easily. We'll be using clipchamp. Clipchamp is a free video editing software in Windows. Let's try to use this to import our green screen mockup and change our background. This is clipchamp, so go create a video and go to import media, find our renders. I have 1 and 2. Now it's time to import our background. I choose this one. Okay, let's drag our background to media here. Here's a background, and let's choose this one, our green screen mockup. See? And remember, guys, that stretch your background to the end of the timeline, at the end where the video ends. How do we get rid of this green background? Green screen selected, go to effects and find the green screen effect. Here, green screen effect. See the difference? Green, so it chroma key the image, and I click this one and the result will be this. So it's so easy, it's so light, not like in Photoshop. You can move it, you can scale it, whatever you want, and you can play it real time. If the background is too big, you can also adjust its size. Maybe you might say, where's the shadow? Unfortunately, clipchamp will, when you try to green screen this one, will also get rid of the shadow. But there's a way to get our shadow back. First, you must import our shadow. This one, shadow pick. I will be providing this shadow in the zip file. All you have to do, guys, is since this is a transparent shadow, your image, just place it here above our green screen. Here's the shadow. Then place it under our tumbler. And remember to match your size. So you have your now shadow. Let me play it. Here's your shadow. What if you want two tumbler rotating at each other or near each other? All you have to do is find your another green screen, put it at the top, and go to effects, find the green screen effect, and voila, you can move your to the other side. Maybe you can put shadow above. Where's the shadow? What if when you rotate this two, you're kind of in sync, but what if this handle will be here before it start turning? Let's find this one. In this layer, go to the frame where the handle is on the left side, maybe half or 10 seconds. His frame. So right click and split. This half will now be in this part, and this part, first half, will now be in this part. Let me demonstrate. I have to put it. Look at it. Just reverse the order. They are not in sync anymore. Amazing. Okay, let's try another effect. Let's get rid of the shadow and choose our markup. Go to effects. What if I will choose the rotate or spin? When the color is like this one, it means the effect is activated. You can turn off the effect by clicking this again, and it's turned off. So let's try this effect, spin and loop. So the effect targets this tumbler. So when we play, it has its own animation. Amazing. And we might try uh, another background. Let's get rid of the shed the this background and try go to content library and overlays, and you can find video overlays. There's many to choose from. So let's put that at the background, at the top. See, we have now our product display. I don't know. Let's click this one to fit and see. Amazing. That's the power of green screen, guys. Now let's try another overlay. Let's delete this one and this one. Oh, nice. See? Nice. Let's change this effect. Okay, let's play it. I don't see any effect, but it is still quite cool. Now, how do we output our video here in clipchamp? So easy, guys. Go to export. This button. Click. This is not a paid software, so 1080 is the hour limit. And name your project. Call it Tumbler. And select folder. This is where you can change the name. Okay, it's already downloaded. Let's go to the folder. This is the result. Amazing. Now, this is a different software. This is Adobe Premiere. Let's try to import our green screen mockup here. In this area, Control I, find our green screen. Open. And let's find our background. First, we wanna drag into our timeline the background, and then our mockup. This one. Okay, stretch your background to end of the video. This one. We have a green screen and we cannot see the background. All you have to do is go to effects, then type key. We will use the Ultra key to get rid of the green screen. So drag it in the video mockup and go to the Ultra key here in the FX controls. Then I drop the color. Voila! Our background is too big, so we need an effect or a transform effect to make it so we can change its size. Erase the key. Type transform here. Transform. Put it on our background and drag it on our mockup. So this transform, let's choose the background. Change the scale of our image. This one. Up. Yeah. That one. Go to scale. Maybe that's it. The good thing about using Ultra Key effects is when you try to key our green screen is it will retain this one. It will retain the shadows. Okay. Choose this mockup. Choose the mockup and go to transform. Transform. Position. You can position your mockup anywhere. Like this one. This one. You can key it. Scale it. And also you can add another mockup design. So let's go to this transform and let's move it here so there's space for another mockup. So go to this project and find another mockup. This one. So what we will do, guys, is go to effects and find let's drag it, this transform, drag it to our new mockup and type key, Ultra key, and drag it also here. Ultra key, choose the green screen, and voila, we have two tumbler. Since we drag our transformation in this mockup, go to transform this one and position it to the right. Okay, when you play it, it's in real time. Amazing. What I'm trying to prove to you guys that having this workflow by importing or exporting your green screen in another video editing software. If you do this in Photoshop, you duplicate your mockup or the tumbler, it will consume a lot of memory and it will really drag you up. Amazing. How do we export our tumbler in Adobe Premiere? And guys, there's so many effects in here that you can enhance the color, the brightness, and the contrast in the video. But due to our limited time, this is just enough for now. Like I said, how do we export this our video? Here, check this one, export. Then choose your file name and where the location, anywhere you like, and match the source. The format is H264, whatever settings you have here. After that, source in and out. This means that your out is the end of the video, just like that, and just click export, and it will run there until you'll have your output. You see guys, compare it to Photoshop. The rendering is so fast. When it comes to rendering your background or customizing your mug, whatever. Let's just wait for this one to finish and let's see the result. Finish. Here's the file, okay? You see? Amazing. That's the result. Result in Adobe Premiere is much crispier. No resolution limit. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video, and for you guys who want to buy this product, there's a link in the description below. And once again, thank you for all your support. This really means this really means a lot, and hope you guys are all doing well. Good day and goodbye.